You think you know me? Say I'm as cold-hearted as they come. You think I'm slowly cutting my ties with you, that I'm done. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they grow slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up. In the name of love, I'm not giving up yet on you. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. You think it's easy, yeah. Falling in love, well, maybe for you. I think it's crazy, oh no. But I'll be damned if I'm not a fool. Here's what you don't know. Feelings, they go slow. I've just been caring for mine. Now I can feel it. Now I believe it. Baby, tonight is the night. In the name of love, in the name of love. In the name of love, in the name of love. I'm gonna call you up in the name of love. Gonna call you up and tell you that I'm not giving up in the name of.
Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm TarotOracle and I do the readings.
It's 6:30. Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on? Black Swan, thank you for the double donation. Evo, thank you. A YouTube user, thank you. Bartman, Reiki, we got Kellis, Tracy, Effie, Random with me, and Jess. Welcome to the stream. It is a beautiful Saturday. It's actually raining here in Texas for the first time in 2 months. We're actually getting some rain, so I'm pretty excited indeed. So I also went to IKEA today. I have a surprise. I have a surprise for all of you. Instead of, when I got the teddy bear deck, instead of using the book, I picked up a little teddy bear. So now, see, the teddy bear tarot, the Luna's Bears tarot, now has a mascot. Has a little mascot. See, I'm a man that plays with teddy bears. You knew there was a reason you liked me, because I like teddy. So we got the, not only the, okay, anyway. So yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. See, that's more of an action-packed kind of thing. You know, you get the whole mascot feel over here. Linda and Effie, welcome to the stream. How's it going? Good to see y'all. All right, let's go to the super chats and see what is super chatting today. Black Swan is moving in. Moving in is what I'm talking about. New rental apartments, what I'm talking about too. Peggy is Sue, welcome. Now, how is this new rental apartment going to be? Let's go to the Tarot Tower and get some Tarot and Wonderland up in there. Tarot and Wonderland. It's been a minute. It's been a minute, but that is everybody's favorite for quite some time. This is the staple of the internet right now, is what I'm saying. The absolute staple. So if Salem doesn't eat the bear, I tested the bear already, and Salem doesn't really want the bear. Salem wants food. Salem's always hungry, so I don't know. I already took Salem to the doctor to find out why Salem was always hungry, and the doctor said some cats are just always hungry. So yeah, I have to regulate her food. If I leave a full bag of food out, she will eat the entire bag and puke it up and then eat the puke and then come to me asking for more food. I know that's TMI, but I'm just letting you know that some cats apparently just really like to eat, and Salem is one of those. So the teddy bears come in a close 10th place. Food is the #1 thing. Anyway. All right. Let's see. Rose, it's been a minute. Good to see you. Okay. Let's see. We're moving in this new apartment. Man, the Four of Cups. Man, not everything goes the way that you want it to go, right? Not everything goes the way that you kind of want it to go in this. I'm not saying it's bad because it's clearly pretty good. Nine of Pentacles, literally one of the best decks, or one of the best cards in the deck. The Chariot, the movement in there, sort of getting excited, getting going and whatnot. I think that that's where you sort of at and where you want to be. So overall, it looks decent. I like it. I like it a lot. White Walkers are welcome. Good to see you. Definitely TMI, you know. Peggy Sue, keep Selim fed. Well, I keep her fed, that's for sure. I just have to regulate the food as the doctor ordered. Anyway, there's a couple of things you don't like. Now, that's with all apartments. You always have that. Maybe the internet is a little bit slow and everybody's home. Maybe it's a little drafty in there, so the air conditioner runs all the time. Maybe, I mean, there's all, you know, maybe the neighbors are kind of loud. There's always something in the apartment, and you definitely didn't get the idea of the soulmate apartment or anything like that. You got the Four of Cups action going over there. YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. Four of Cups says I'm not happy with every piece of it. Overall, you are pretty happy, though. You got the Nine of Pentacles over here. Very nice thing. Sort of a culmination of, I'm glad I spent the money. I'm glad I made the move. I'm glad I made this decision. And sort of a follow-up that is very good, very positive indeed. Emperor's nice with apartments. It does say you feel like you have more level of control or more of a stability. In other words, I can do things the way I want to do in this particular apartment. That's kind of where, you know, it has everything that's convenient. Maybe the parking spot is dedicated, or maybe it's easy to find a spot when you come home from work and what have you. Overall, it feels like that you made the right decision. I think it's going to work out very good indeed. I think it's going to be nice. There's that one thing that you don't really like in the Chariot. Now, I'm going to go with parking. There's something about parking, cars, something's going on with the automobile situation in this particular apartment. We talk about the cars and whatnot, the Chariot in there. Not only does it talk about moving, but it talks about maybe some dispute maybe with a parking spot, or something happening where you're not going to be able to get the spot that you would like, or there's a little bit of drama in that. Maybe that's the piece over here the Four of Cups is talking about. Maybe that's not everything's perfect or what have you. I think that's going to be the big thing, but you definitely want to be aware that not everything is going to be the soulmate apartment, which you wanted it to be, So, I mean, hey, Linda said, big crowd watching you on the big screen. Oh, hopefully you like the show. How do you feel about men that like teddy bears? You know, you tune into this show, you never know what you're going to get. I can tell you that right now. Clumsy and Mary, welcome. How you doing? Thank you for your donations. I appreciate y'all. We currently have 13 donations to go through, so let's get them done. By the way, everybody watching on the big screen, have you seen a tarot tower that holds 80 decks of cards and another tarot tower that holds 70 decks of cards? We indeed have 150 decks of cards waiting on the sidelines over here. It's very exciting indeed. So there's lots and lots of tarot cards. The reason we have this, by the way, is you just reach out and grab the deck of cards, right? No unboxing, because I mean, I do 60 readings a night, every night. That's a lot of readings. You're looking at 1,000 or more readings a month. So I'm going to wear out any and every box. Going to be worthless. So yeah, I keep them out of the box and I keep them in the tarot tower. That's what I'm talking about. But welcome to the party. Everybody looking in for the big screen. Aman, welcome. Good to see you. John, welcome back. Good to see you. John, how's the partying been going, John? I know you took a special trip, had a little bit of party, what have you. How is life over there? I haven't talked to you in a bit. Anyway, Aman says, hey, look, can I have a finance reading, please? And that's what we kind of need over here. We need more money. The more money you have, the better off that you are. And, you know, sort of an end game right there. All right, as for all finance readings, we do use a good golden finance deck. By the way, everybody on the big screen, here's what you would like to do in the world of finance, right? You'd like to get 1, 2, 3, 4, you'd like to get $5 and you'd like to change it to denominations are going to be a little bit bigger. To do that, you just go like that. It's simple. Why didn't anybody else think of this? I don't know. I don't know. You just need the fat cash. That's all you need in life is more fat cash, and you win the game of life is what I'm talking about. Now, finance reading indeed. Let's get a little shuffle here and make it happen. You got to see what's going on. You just got to see what's going on. You just bought this deck, Evo. Evo knows the good stuff. I mean, just say Evo knows the good stuff. All right, let's see what's going on with this. A little bit of financing. Evo, man. Oh, man. Oh, Jesus. Why do you have a 3? Oh, you got the devil. Oh, man. It's going to be interesting. You're facing a couple of finance problems. I mean, you're facing a couple of bumps in the road when it comes to finance, getting rich, making your money, getting in the stock market and becoming a billionaire. You got a couple of bumps in the road to get there. I mean, maybe if you win, I don't know. Did anybody win the billion freaking dollars in the lottery? Let me know. But yeah, finance readings, you're just having some challenges. Right? One of the big things is you're stuck in a particular situation that you can't get out of. And I think that's either too many bills, maybe you're sort of upside down on a car or what have you, but it does feel like that you sort of have a weight on your shoulders with this. The devil next to the home, happy family, 4 wands card with all the fiery aspects of the wands feels like I can't really initiate a lot of the things in the finance world that I'd like to do. I'd like to do this and that. It just feels like I'm being held back by something in particular. And again, I think that's a weight on your shoulders, and you sort of have to be aware of that. So yeah, you definitely want to sort of get rid of that. How can we get the bills off our shoulder? How can we become not upside down on the car, what have you, in order to get some of this fixed? So you do have a couple of financial hurdles to get through. Devil says that this is something that was either unexpected or something that built up over time maybe, but overall it just feels like something that you need to sort of loosen, get rid of. I think that's going to free you up from a lot of the sort of the things that are in the way. 9 says, as far as finances, it's really organizing things, really getting things done the way you need them to get done is going to be the thing, because you're going to have to very proactively go on here, make it happen, and get some good things going, because if you don't, you are going to be even more problems as you come into next year. And I'm saying coming into next year because you have more things coming in 2023. Like the minute that door opens, it's like, ooh, there it is. But yeah, that 9. And the reason I say it is because you got the 3 over here, like a cutting action, like something else is weighing on us. Whole thing feels like a little bit of a 10 of wands. So what can we do proactively to make things better, to make things superior, and to get it done? Linda, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. Yeah, what can you do to eliminate this? Could be debt consolidation. It could be sort of refinancing something. It could be some research done. It could be maybe an extra source of income that's going to shake it off. It could be winning $1 billion in the Mega Millions. Well, it's not $1 billion anymore, but it's probably still a couple of Mega Millions. White Walker, I thank you for your donation. utubeuser has a gazillion donations, speaking of which. Hi, sir. Well, hello. Going to see the Top Gun. Question about Top Gun. We have a question about a movie. I really don't see. I really don't. I don't know. I've never heard of a question about a movie, but we're going to go for it tonight. Mars, Uranus, and the North Pole of Destiny alignment in Taurus. How will the alignment affect mine and Nelson's connection? All right. Sounds like we got a lot of things lining up, you know, a bunch of planets in a row, like a big march. We need to see how the planets are going to affect us. The Ohio was a winner of the Mega Millions. I tried the tarot thing, picked my numbers, didn't work this time. Well, there's always another time, and the good news is you only spent $2, right? If you donate Super Chat, do you get a reading? Yes, you do. You have a 100% chance to get a reading if you donate Super Chat. Anyway, yeah, all right. Let's see what's going on with this. We got a big alignment with here. There's not a lot of this alignment that's going to help. If nothing else, there's a little bit of a separation, more so, of you and Nelson because of this alignment, especially here, man. Just that Taurus thing, right? What do you got? You got Uranus, just an alignment in Taurus. Man, the North Node, Uranus and Mars. Uranus being in there in the first place is not good. Uranus with Mars is even worse. That is not okay. That is interesting. I mean, you know, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna crap all over Uranus, but just Mars being in a Taurus, it feels like that Taurus aspect could be just out there. Just I'm not gonna do anything. This is stagnant. This is stubborn. I'm not gonna make anything happen here. And it's just very hard line with that. Mars is sort of a backed up in the corner, and now I'm mad. Now I'm very kind of in there. So that's what you got. But yeah, there you go. The Heart of Pentacles right here with the Naked Heart. It is the Naked Heart Tarot, by the way. There you go. The Naked Heart Tarot is what that is. With the Naked Heart and the Heart of Pentacles here, it feels like things are more stubborn. Nelson is going to draw a line in the sand, and they're going to be behind it, and they're going to hard line anything that comes through. It feels like they're not willing to move. They're not willing to negotiate. They're not willing to talk. Crystal, thank you for your donation. But yeah, it feels like this is sort of a very stagnant, very stubborn kind of feel with this alignment. Ultimately, it's the Three of Swords, right? We try to talk to them, we try to open comms, we do anything. You're going to get kind of the Mars aspect back in your face. And this doesn't look good overall, not something you're going to be happy with. Three of Swords says you definitely want to sort of wind down with this, and you're already kind of ignoring them and whatnot. You want to keep doing that. Keep doing that as far as this alignment goes. Basically, it's just not good news for y'all. Just not good news in that thing. Anyway, Crystal, thank you again. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see. We got Black Swan is back, a general, and we still got more tarot in Wonderland. We can still do that more because it is a beautiful deck. I'm glad somebody is requesting this. Hope you're not requesting the Wonderland Tarot from Amy. I think you're requesting the Tarot in Wonderland. So, hey, we're going to get it done. Black Swan knows what they want and knows what they need. Get a little general for August and seeing what's going on. Let's see. What deck is this? Naked Heart Tarot. So if you look at my videos and you sort on date, you'll see it kind of up at the top. I mean, it's a pretty recent deck. I do have a gazillion deck unboxings and what have you, but yeah, it's fairly recent as it goes. All right, a general for August. All right, you got the Lovers, beautiful card, especially with the Hierophant. Things are getting serious. Things are heating up. Things are developing, expanding, and growing with our social connection. This could be friends. It could be relationships. We definitely have an expansion with this. And I think an expansion with somebody that you know, or an expansion with maybe somebody that we're intimate with, somebody we're dating, somebody we're looking at. I think that's overall just great. Now, when the Lover sneaks into the Chariot, especially like next to the Tower, it feels like the growth spurt has a cost. In other words, maybe we're just better off. Maybe we feel like we're more connected. Maybe we just have this good sort of this rubber band that's around both of us. That's suddenly pulling us together, connecting us, making everything happen. Very exciting indeed. But it comes at a cost. And that cost could be basically finding out something about the other individual that you didn't really want to know, running into some emotional roadblocks that you haven't really faced before because you haven't been in the situation. Basically, there's a little bit of a price to pay. The Tower after these says, hey, you have a good connection. We have a good culmination of emotions, of sort of physicality, of maybe some stability, but there is a price in this mix. And again, a lot of times, like all of a sudden you have this open opportunity and you're just like, this is not something that I really wanted to do. Like all of a sudden, whoops, somebody may want to get serious, or whoops, somebody may want a good connection, a very intimate connection, maybe have some issues with that. I didn't really realize that. So a lot of times we have these lofty goals, but once we get close to it, we're like, maybe not something I want to do. Tower says there is a price to pay for this activity in August. Page of Wands says, be careful where you kind of step, because there is, again, a little bit of hesitation, maybe a little bit of anxiety within something in August. And you don't want to just go hard in, right? You don't want to just go 100% in and be like, you know what? Screw it. I'm all in this. Anxiety, I don't care. I'm just going in. Taking baby steps with that. Page of Wands, as with everything that maybe we're scared of, we're hesitant about, you definitely want to sort of take baby steps into it. You dip a toe into the water, see if the water's too cold before we sort of others jump in and go, oh my God. So yeah, page of wands. So let's be cautious. Let's pull back a little bit, evaluate things as they go, and then, see where everything develops into. And that is my opinion. Well, that's my opinion of the tarot cards. Maruta, welcome. How you doing? See, man, what is going on? We got YouTube users got a gazillion questions tonight. And I thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right, question 3. Where the hell's question 2? There's question 1. Question 2. I didn't get a question 2. It appears I got the same question. Okay, that's question 2. Okay, so that is question 1. That is question 3. And I have no idea where question 2 is. So let's go with question 3. And let's see how the effect in my career. And then we'll come back and I guess search around. YouTube user, can you repeat question 2? Because I do not have it. We're skipping all around. I looked and I do not see it in my little chat app, but I'm not saying my chat app is perfect, but hey, I wrote it. So it's better than most, I guess. Well, actually there's no competition because nobody else wrote one, but yeah, nobody else wrote one but me. So yeah, maybe there's that, but no, I do not see it. I mean, I'll show you the chat app real quick. I mean, we can do that. Let's see where we're at. Okay, here we go. All right, so we got the chat app here. So I got this one, we got this one, and this one. So I'm not really sure where the other one is. Anyway, if you repeat it, then I can see it. I mean, hate to have you type it twice. Normally this doesn't happen, but hey, I do what I do. Anyway, by the way, if you're wondering what the hell I just showed on the screen, that is my application that keeps track of chats, super chats, and all donations. And you're able to click whatever you want. It'll display on the screen up here. Very fancy indeed. It also will log everything and it will create chapters in YouTube. So you can zoom right to your reading after the stream. I'm the only person that has this app because I'm the only one that wrote it. If you want a copy, it's free. Link in the description. I give you full source code, so you can compile it yourself. You want to tweak it, you can do whatever you want. Anyway, and if you like that, I mean, if you like the inventiveness, if you like me going out and creating stuff that helps the tarot community, hit that like and a sub button. I greatly appreciate that. Shanika, welcome. And Sabrina snuck in here. What's going on, Sabrina? Lover Ed here too. All right, question 3. How will this alignment affect my career? 6 of Cups actually helps your career. Now, I mean, I guess that Mars and Taurus. Maybe this is something that's more exciting than I'm thinking it is. But the 6 of Cups is all about making connections at work, right? I think it helps a little bit because it opens doors that normally wouldn't be open. You do have some opportunities that normally wouldn't be there. And I think people are chatting about something that you need to know. Let me repeat that again. There's some conversation going on at work because of this planetary alignment that normally wouldn't go there, right? That wouldn't go there. And if you can get in on this, that's going to be key. So you want to keep your ears wide open and make that happen with that. Aman, please ask. You can ask all day. Yeah, the 7 though. Your ideas are not going to be accepted. Is it the whole Taurus thing? Maybe. I'm not ruling it out. But you got a little defensiveness. You got a little bit pulled back and what have you. So what I'm telling you now is that you need to be careful about what ideas you're going to present because a lot of them are just going to get crapped on immediately. And that's not a situation you want to be in. So, dodge that Mars and Taurus thing, dodge that defensiveness of up against the wall with the Mars. Yeah, you want to, any good ideas, any big innovations, keep them to yourself. Keep them to yourself till this alignment goes away. That's what I'm saying. Terry has subscribed. Terry, thank you so much for your subscription. I appreciate you. We're going to the next thing, which is YouTube user had the other question. All right, did YouTube user type anything? No. I have no idea what question 2 is, but I'm sure that you're going to type it. Rose has a question, though. Let's see Rose's question. There it is. Will my sister-in-law ask for more cash, or will she take whatever we give her? I mean, for the most part, if you're willing to give cash, they're probably coming up to ask for more cash. Wouldn't you? I'd be like, hey, can I borrow $20? You're like, here's $20. I'm like, oh, I meant $100. Can I borrow $100? I mean, that's the way it is. By the way, it's a time in the stream. We're going to read the Teddy Bear Tarot. This is Luna's Teddy Bear Tarot. And while I was at IKEA today, I saw this and I had to have it. So Luna and IKEA come together for this powerful momentum right here. And we're going to get some teddy bear readings. We'll do this a couple of times and see where this is going. All right, Rose. Sister-in-law asked for more money. Will she take what we gave her? Or is she going to come back and be like, oh, Jesus, she's coming right back. She's coming back within 30 seconds. It doesn't take long at all within 30 seconds. Look at this. She leaves, Rose. She leaves. She's like, oh, man, I should have asked for more money. I only asked for $20, and I could have got $100. I should have asked for $100. So you're coming back for more money. Be like, look at me. I'm broke. I got nothing. I got a broke leg. I'm not having any time. It's snowing outside, the middle of summer. Things are going terrible, and I want money. I need more money. Here is my request for more money. If you can give me more money, that'd be fantastic. And I love you. You are the best. I'm the Knight of Cups, Mr. and Ms. Romance, coming in, saying all sorts of wonderful things about you. Y'all my favorite people ever, and you're just fantastic. In fact, if I could get a teddy bear tarot and give it to you, right, it'll be funny if this made a noise. Wait. Do I have something? Do I have something? I might have something. I might have something. No, I don't think I have it. I don't think I have it. No. All right, I don't have it. Basically, there's a squeaker that I have that's a magic prop, and you use the squeaker for all sorts of funny stuff. But anyway, I thought it'd be funny if I pressed the bear's nose if it squeaked. Okay, let me tell you how you do this if you're a magician, okay? If you're a magician, you have a squeaker in your hand, and you put it in where they can't see it. So you put it over here in this hand, right? And then what you do is you press the bear's nose, you go squeak, 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 and then you hand it to the spectator, and they press the bear's nose, and it doesn't do anything. So you take it back, and you go squeak, squeak, and you hand it to them again, and it doesn't do anything. You get the idea. Anyways, it's freaking, this sounds like the lamest gag in the history of mankind, but it is absolutely hilarious, especially if you get like a big gang of like drunk people, and you got that one person that everyone kind of makes fun of, and you give them the teddy bear. If you know what you're doing, it's an amazing gag, but describing it over YouTube is not really getting you the idea. But anyway, all right, how will the planetary alignment affect my love life? Well, Nelson looks like a straight up dead end. Career looks like a couple of open doors with that. Let's find out if we get some love life, get some action over here. All right, we're going to get this done. See, there you go. Melissa, what's going on? See, at least Maruta likes it. It's so funny. I need to film it. It's so funny in person. You have no idea how funny it is in person, especially with a big drunk group. Anyway, when I did magic like a long time ago, then, when I did magic for money, a long time ago, when I did magic for money, that was the hit. Like that squeaker cost you like 30 cents or something like that. And it is absolute gold. Okay, question 2, love. 9 of Cups and a 9 of Wands. 3 of Cups. It really kind of helps the love life a little bit. It does. I think what it does is it really sort of clarifies what you need, what you want, where you're going. There's a lot of clarity from this kind of thing. Lover, I am accepting PayPal. I got Selena, you are in the queue. I did not forget about you. Thank you for your PayPal, by the way. What this does is this basically clarifies love. It very much. So people start saying things that they didn't mean to say. They start communicating things. They're like much more open and honest than what they have done before. Knight of Cups feels like it sort of enhances it a little bit just via the clarity situation. Knight of Wands, though, so some of the things you're hearing are not exactly what you want to hear, but hey, if the truth comes out, let it come out. Three of Cups overall says there's a moment of celebration within the love life that comes from this alignment. I think that's going to help you indeed. What is this? This is the oh Jesus, what is this? This is a pastel kitty. Yeah, this is a pastel kitty deck from Push Kitty. We use it one more time before we end the stream, but everybody does love a pastel kitty indeed. All right, did we get into the PayPal? No, we just got Selena. All right, let's do Selena right now. Put up the pastel kitty and see what Selena wants to know. After PayPal we go, by the way. It is that time of the night. It is that time. All right, SA wants to know. Should I start selling jewelry? Is that going to be a good thing or a bad thing? Well, let's do a little bit of a Wonder World tarot with this. I think that'd be good. I mean, you know, that's my government name. There you go. That's my stage name. Yeah. TarotOracle is my stage name. RR, I thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right, should I start selling me some jewelry? Linda, by the way, you are next. I did not forget about you either. Linda, my MVP tonight. Thank you so much for your donations. I appreciate you. All right, jewelry. No. I mean, if you just want to be honest, I mean, you know, let's see that. I would go with a thumbs down on that. Let's sort of clarify this real quick. Online tribal jewelry business. Like, why wouldn't we? I mean, it doesn't cost anything to sign up with Etsy, doesn't put it out there. What kind of things are we looking at with that? Three of Swords, it almost says that you're just not seen. You're just not out there. People don't know about you. It feels like you have a lot of prep work to do before you're able to sort of get out there and make it happen. Three of Swords is a cutting card, but it's also a pretty heavy, discounted kind of card there with some disappointment and whatnot. RR, thank you for your donations. And Mars Pisces, thank you for your donation as well. But yeah, the Ten of Wands, it just feels like it's extra work. It's more work than you had anticipated doing. Basically, it's a big chunk of your life that you have to dedicate, and you're not really sort of making the money, making the results that you would like to have. Ten of Wands says, I do a lot of work. I don't get a lot of results with this. Six of Swords says it just takes too long to get an online presence, to get the sales that you want, and things like that. So, I mean, that's just the way that it goes with that. So, yeah, doesn't look as clean as it needs to be. Mary, I do not see your donation. Mary, where did you donate? I will go look it up. Mary, I will go chase it down and figure out where you're at. Oh, Mary, I got you right here. Mary wants to know, does the Aquarius call her? Mary, you are 3 away before you do your donation. Mary, I did not forget about you, I swear. I swear to you, Mary, I did not forget. You got 3 more ahead of you. The 3 more ahead are Linda and Clumsy and Linda again. We're doing the double Linda. We'll skip it around. My sister wants to know, by the way, hello, sister. How you doing? Hope you like the magic, sister. Hope you like the tarot tower, sister. Hope you like all of the good stuff up here. It is literally a party up here. Let's admit it now. All right, Delta 8 or not? Should you switch to Delta 8? Delta 8's pretty clean. Delta 8 is clean indeed. I did order the marijuana deck. By the way, I told all of y'all, like, I should order the marijuana deck. I did order the marijuana deck. It's delayed. It's delayed until like September. I got a note. I'm like, no, I need my doobage deck. It needs to be in here. Anyway, sister wants to know if she should change to some Delta 8. I mean, Delta 8's pretty clean. There's lots and lots and lots of Delta 8. There's like the really hardcore Delta 8. There's kind of the light one. You got all the good flavors. The watermelon's good. All right, should I switch over to the old Delta 8 atmosphere in there? This is not a marijuana tarot, but it's as close as I can get until apparently September or whatever they have the new thing. Eight of Pentacles says it does cost some money. You knew this. Eight of Pentacles costs a little bit of money. The problem with Delta 8 is you need to find that balance between good flavor. You need to find out if you're going to use disposables or are you going to use the cartridges. You need to do a lot of decision making. And unfortunately, that costs money because you're looking at like $55 per. Eight of Pentacles says I'm going to have to put out the cash. I'm going to have to get the money trick, literally get the money trick and put out all of this cash in order to make it happen. King of Swords says you do have to go to a good shop where they can help you. You don't want to go to one of the doobage shops where they're like, you know, they're like high all the time. They don't know anything. You're like really sketch people there. You need to go in and, you know, just kind of be focused. Be focused. Get somebody who knows their stuff, and they're going to be able to help you with that. It does indeed. I think that's a paintbrush, that's a paintbrush though. That's not a cigarette. Overall, finding the right Delta 8, if you can, is going to be magic for you. Absolute magic. Because you get that one, it works all the time. It's beautiful. It's lovely. You just adore it. But the Seven of Cups says there's a lot of Delta 8s out there to choose from. Get somebody knowledgeable. Get you a couple of tries, and I think that's going to be good. And I think that is a yes. Absolutely change to Delta 8. But you got to get that right one. It looks so clean if you can get it. So yeah, that was easy. Linda, for the family, should Amy and Gavin stay Sunday night? Are we staying? Are we going? Let's see what's going on with that. Flower is the cheapest way. Concentration, bit more. I don't know. I don't know. Depends on where you're at. It depends on where you're at. Christina did not like flour at all. She did not like flour at all. She absolutely adored Delta 8. Delta 8 gummies. There's some really good Delta 8 gummies. But yeah. Anyway, okay, should Amy and Gavin stay Sunday night? The Empress, oh man, the Empress is so nice. Look at this. The Empress making herself at home, relaxing, sort of that birth, that good stuff happening with here. Four of Pentacles with the city, with the home, hanging out. Rose, I thank you for your other donation. And that Ace of Wands, almost like a third eye. Like this is a good opportunity, something good that's going to come from this. And of course, the Princess of Pentacles. It's all about acceptance. It's all about hugging. It's all about love. It's all about embracing other people into our mix. And that is going to be the easiest. Fill them with love. Get them in there. Get a big love and hug and all of that stuff. And if you're so inclined, get them a teddy bear. Get them a teddy bear. Samantha, thank you for your donation. Appreciate you. All right. We are loaded up on the donations tonight, my friends. Thank you so much for being here. We got 28 donations already. Rocking the house. YouTube users like, look, what will my life look, career, and romance by the end of the year? All right, we can do that. We can do that and get a little action with the end of the year. The end of the year is kind of an exciting time. I'm just going to say that. End of the year is very exciting. We'll see if we can make it to there. You had some drama at work. You had some stuff happen that's making it a little bit of a tower moment up there. So now it's a valid question. Like, what are we going to look like at the end? High Priestess, the Emperor, and the Ten of Pentacles. As far as career goes, I think you're at a new place by the end of the year. Now, of course, you determine this, but as far as prediction goes, Ten of Pentacles says have a new place by the end of the year. It's paying a little bit more money, pretty stable. I like it, pretty enjoyable with that. Ten of Pentacles is a beautiful combo card here. Emperor says you are in command. That is interesting. Do you get basically a bump up? Are you indeed in charge of somebody or something? And I ask this because you have been a replacement for some of the managers when they leave, right? So they go on a week's vacation. Who do they call? They call a YouTube user. I think that's very valid indeed, because that's very good, because that's kind of where you need to be. I think that's going to be important overall for you to sort of concentrate on. So I do think that the new job, new opportunity gives you an upward mobility that you have been lacking. And again, we have another thing, High Priestess. I'm going to tell you now, you were looking at certifications, you were looking at education, you will be asked to get something in order to sort of get this new job, or to, when they get you in the new job, they're like, look, I need you to go get this certification or this training or something like that. You're missing training. Okay, high priestess, I need more knowledge. And I think if you go get that, they're going to tell you what to get. Don't guess it. Don't guess at it. Be like, I think it could be. No, you don't want to do that. You want to wait until they tell you, then you go get the training, and I think that's going to be good. But yeah, you do need a little bit of extra training with that. All right, Clumsy, I want to know what is coming up next. Clumsy Clairvoyance said, did you skip me? No, Clumsy, I'm reading you right now, in fact. Reading you right now. I did not forget anybody, by the way. Did not forget you. I did not forget Mary. I did not forget, if you're in chat, I did not forget you. Let me show you what I got. I have a happy little application that I wrote. The happy little application tells me who donated, when they donated, how they donated, and I have them in the queue. So you can see we're on Clumsy. Then we got Mary, we got John, Linda, we got Crystals and Paint, and we got some RR. So you are all in the queue. It's pretty clean. It's pretty clean. I got an app that handles all of this for me, so I'm not going to forget y'all. We can go look at the queue the old-fashioned way, too. We got White Walkers is up here and a couple. We got Clumsy, John, Linda, White Walkers, and we got all of these to go. So, again, it is busy tonight, okay? It's a Tarot Oracle show. There's always like 40 to 65 donations. So I had to write an application just to keep track of it. It gets us busy, but I got y'all. I very rarely miss anybody. Like, I don't know. Very, very rarely. What's coming up next? Samantha is coming up next. Thank you. So I appreciate it. All right. Let's see. Tio is Mr. Forget Me Not. Yeah. Ace of Wands, man, Clumsy, what the hell aren't you doing? Hey, Clumsy, this is your call to action, okay? This is big time, your call to action. Because not only do you have two aces over here, which is amazing, you also have a King of Swords. Like, you have to make some big decisions. And that is what's coming up next for you. There's some big decisions hanging out there. You're not going to be able to avoid them. You're going to have to be able to jump on that and make it happen. If you don't, you do have a price to pay for that. Lover, I thank you for your donation. But when you see two aces, and again, I talk about this in my book, link in the description for my book, you really have a call to action, okay? You have the Wand, you have the Cups, something that's emotionally compelling, something that you need to address. And the big one is the Ace of Wands, something that I have to take some action on. Emotionally compelling, something that I have to take action. That is what's coming up next. Now, what does the King of Swords talk about? It talks about some direct communication from somebody or to somebody that has an effect on how this works out. King of Swords is also kind of my way or the highway. You are going to have to be a little bit more stern than you usually are. You have to make some decisions that are going to be maybe a little bit more difficult than you usually make as well. But what's coming up next is a big call to action. And that could be good. It could be good because a lot of times, that kind of shakes the trees and gets everybody kind of out there and gets everything out in the open. And that's what happens. All right. Does Aquarius call her or does she call him? Oh, my. Let's do a throwdown on that one, can we?
Time for a tarot throwdown.
If you're new to the channel or if you're watching Linda's big screen TV, this is a tarot throwdown. This is actually better than the WWE, where you have a cage match between two brutal opportunities, two big decisions to be made. Okay. Call her is over here, which doesn't look, well, maybe. Call her is over here, but she calling him is over here. Ultimately, she calling him is a little bit better. Do we have the seeds that are planted? Here's the thing. if she calls him, I think she's more motivated. She's more open to things. She's going to make some decisions and say some things that she normally wouldn't say because she has to take this sort of initiative. BooBoo, welcome to the stream. Yingy, welcome. Good to see you. But yeah, her calling him opens up more doors and opens up more opportunity than the opposite range here. I really think there's some stuff that she hasn't said that she needs to say. And that's one of the big things. If I have to call somebody, if I have to take this opportunity, then I'm going to say some things that maybe I was kind of holding back, right? Because sort of I'm in the lead. I'm in the lead. I have to start the conversation. I have to go in these particular directions. The A's says eventually, then, hey, you know, Aquarius calls her. But there's a death card in here. It feels like this is something that they, when they are in charge of the conversation, they're going to take it in a direction that's not really helpful. It's going to be kind of a dead end. It's not really going to be where you want. Can you go either way? Sure. But I think the opportunity for her to be in the lead here is really going to open up some doors that otherwise would not be open, at least in my opinion. John has some doors open over there. John's got Daisy. How is the friendship with Daisy? Is it going to be all right, or is it going to be kind of... I mean, if you have somebody named Daisy that you have a friendship with, John, we're going to have to go back to the teddy bear tarot. John's like, I can't believe I'm getting a reading from a grown man that has a teddy bear on a tarot stream. I mean, you know, but John, I've done you good with reading so far, right? I've done you pretty good with reading so far. So you can excuse the teddy bear. Just don't let any of your friends see this, you know? I mean, Linda's got it on the big screen, so that's probably a bad thing. But don't let anybody else see this, John. I mean, that's just the basic thing, all right? How is my friendship with Daisy? See, and I had a good excuse. I said Daisy, you know, kind of a good teddy bear feel. Seda, welcome. Good to see you. But yeah, let's see. Oh, Jesus. Speaking of teddy bears, got one on the end of a stick. One on the end of a stick. How's the friendship with Daisy? Magician, fool. Man, this is really going to dead end for you. I mean, just bottom line again, all right? Because you know me. When you had that private reading with me, you're like, wow, you're right straight to the point. You don't hesitate. You just right straight to the point. What I'm telling you is this is going to dead end for you. Okay. So whatever you're thinking, whatever you're going with, whatever looks smooth, whatever looks good, it's like reading a stock market chart, right? You got a stock market chart, it's going to the moon, and then all of a sudden you put money on it and it just tanks. This is going to dead end for you. Again, a lot of movement here. It feels like you are being pulled in a direction. It feels like you do have this intuition, this gut feel. You're like, dude, this feels like something I need to be doing. Feels like something I'm very focused on. Feels like something that's going a direction. I don't think it's going to go in that direction. I think it's like getting in on the Bitcoin, trying to short Bitcoin right before it exploded up in there. I do think this sort of dead ends for you. Now, let's look at the Fool. The biggest issue with the Fool for me is the Fool's looking up, has high hopes. The Fool's like, look, everything's pretty clean. I like it. It looks good, smells good, seems like it's going the direction. But the Fool's looking up, walking off a freaking cliff. It just doesn't look like it's decent. The Magician says you get a false sense of hope with this particular thing. The reason I'm ending all of this up in sort of this bad thing, a little bit of negative Nancy over here, is because of the 3. The 3 is kind of the conclusion of things. You know what I'm saying? You put a lot of effort, you put a lot of dedication into something, and it just is like, you know? So putting effort into it's fine. It's just fine. utubeuser, thank you for your other donation. Just don't have expectations with it. I think that is the big thing. If we don't have any expectations, I think it comes out pretty clean. But if you're looking for an ending, It ain't going to be the ending you're looking for. BooBoo, thank you for your donation. I appreciate it. White Walkers is next indeed. White Walkers wants to know something, but I have no idea what it is. My mama wants to know. Well, there you go. Did you make them yourself? Yes. Definitely TMI about the cat puking. Yes, it is. Anyway, White Walkers, if you want to know something, let me know. I don't see any question. We'll come back. We'll come back if you do. Crystals and Paint is up next. Man, let's see. Crystals and Paint wants to know, does AV ever even think of me anymore, or what happened with all of that? I don't know. Let's go to the Tarot Tower over here. You know me. Going to the Tarot Tower. We're going to get, just for emotions. This is a clean deck. This is a Tarot of the Lantern Path. It's an easy deck. It's a clean deck. There's no teddies over here on this one, you know? Maybe I should get a lantern. Maybe I should buy a lantern when I'm at IKEA next time, you know? That could be it. And then I have a Tarot of the Lantern Path. Does AV even think about me at all? The Two of Wands and the Four of Cups. A little bit of the Three of Wands. I'm going to say yeah. I mean, I think that's a pretty clean, easy thumbs up with this. You got a 2 and a 3 of Wands. We're looking outside. We're sort of perspecting. We're putting things into perspective. We're sort of kind of looking out to see what's there. And I think what they do see is a little bit of emotion. And the big reason I say is because of the window. Whenever you have a window, a lot of times it's a long distance relationship, but also it's sort of a connection for somebody else. I'm looking, I'm scanning, I'm waiting, and I do have fond things that are happening with sort of my mind and this individual. So the Four of Cups says that is valid indeed. And overall, I like it. But yeah, you got a 3, you got a 2, definitely sort of scanning around, looking, thinking, perceiving, you know, kind of interesting indeed. All right, how's B doing? Saw that they have been excluded from a group project that didn't involve me. Oh, geez. They got bumped. They got bumped in this group. Let's go over to the Tarot Tower and get us everybody's favorite. You know what it is. I know what it is. If you don't know what it is, you need to watch the stream more. Dark Mansion Tarot. They're coming out with a new deck, by the way. So I wrote them, and I'm like, yo, I'm TarotOracle. Will you send me a freebie? They're like, sure. I'm going to get you one. I'm like, oh, you are awesome. I love y'all, you know? All right, here's the last got feelings for he ghosted. Yeah, man. All right, let's go with this. How's B doing? They've been rejected. That's never a good thing at all. 4 of Pentacles. Man, they took that hard. Oh, Jesus. They took it really hard, like really hard. So don't be confused with B right now. They took it pretty substantially hard. 4 of Pentacles, like I'm holding my own. It feels like I wasn't respected. I was rejected. Not very good with it. Queen and King of Swords. They had like an adverse reaction to this particular rejection. It feels like that they are in this mode of who am I and where am I going to do, or where am I going to be and what am I going to do? And I think that is sort of one of these things, right? The Queen and the King, because this is a rough couple. Go watch it. By the way, my chord card tutorial is in the link in the description. You know, if you like all these tutorials, you know what to do. I mean, do I have to say it? No. The Queen of Swords is a very close-minded, a very sort of apprehensive individual who has been hurt in the past. King of Swords is somebody who's used that and they've said, hey, I'm going to kind of hard line this. I'm going to have a little bit of negativity from that. Temperance says they calm down. They find a little bit of balance. It's going to be okay. But right now, they took it fairly hard. That is how they are doing. So I would, sort of dodge them, let them recover a little bit, If you ask them, they'd be like, no, it's no big deal. But I really think that indeed. All right, we're going to go with RR. What is D's current feelings for me?
Everybody loves the D.
Everybody loves RRD, you know? Must have been made a sport with some of the amazing tarot gifts. That's what angels. Indeed. That's nice. Yeah, there's the court card. Thank you, BooBoo, for posting that. I appreciate that. Victorialove. I love Victorialove. How are you doing? Good to see you, too.
I love you.
All right, we're going to go with this. D's current feelings towards me. What is going on? How are we? Where are we going? What's happening? Knight 3 in the Page of Cups. Emotional recovery. It's like emotional recovery. It's like something happened. It knocked him off course a little bit. You know, when you have a bump in the road, knocks you off of course a little bit, you got to correct and sort of get back in line. I think that's kind of where we're at. You got that Knight of Wands sort of being pulled back a little bit, but I still want to do some action and do some things. 3 of Wands, I'm not really sure what to do anymore. I am at a point, at a juncture where I have to figure out what I'm going to do, where I'm going to focus, what kind of things are we headed for. So I think that is there, right? Finding direction, finding where I want to be. I think that's going to be very good indeed. Page of Cups says I need to do some recovery here. Something happened, knocked him off course, recovery. Page of Cups. I'm trying to get back into the mode. I'm trying to get back into the recovery. It feels like there's a lot to do and what have you, but that is where their feelings are right now. Now, will you hear from them tomorrow? Is that going to be a thing? I mean, tomorrow. I think you asked before if it was the weekend. I said the weekend could be. I don't know. The trip and wait. I really should have got the trip and wait. I mean, Andrew, I think you're right. I should have got the trip and wait. But that marijuana deck that I saw on the on Amazon, the one that looked really good, the one that's in the news, I did order that, and then they delayed it. Now they delayed it a second time. I'm upset. I need my marijuana deck. I need it, right? That is the one that you want to, you know, instead of saging it, you want to just, you want to smoke it with a good smoke. You know what I'm saying? That's the one. That's entertainment purposes only. Never smoke your cards. But I'm just saying, instead of sort of saging it, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Julie, thank you for your donation. The 2 of Swords. That does say indeed that, no communication. 2 of Swords is 2 different worlds, no communication. Then you have the Hermit, no communication. The World, I'm busy doing other things. I'm busy focusing. I'm busy doing other things. I'm busy getting some other stuff going. I don't think they're going to hear from D tomorrow. I just don't see it. I just don't see D coming in there tomorrow. It doesn't. Smoke him if you got him. Yeah, but you know, maybe pass some Delta 8 over it. You know, go to the smoke shop and be like, hey, can you pass some Delta 8 over my deck? You know, the smoke shop that we go to, I think they would. I think they would indeed. So, hey. All right, we're going to go with this. Okay, will R contact me soon? Man, Queen, strength, and the 3. I mean, I'm going to say yes on this. Looks pretty clean. Can we get a thumbs up on this? I like it. Denise, I like you. Thank you for your donation. But yeah, I think we have a little bit of a strength. A lot of times, look, people say strength card. It's about patience. It's that Leo feel, maybe presentation. The bottom line is it's a connection between you and somebody else or something else. And that's kind of neglected a lot of times, especially next to the party card. A literal party card with the 3 of Cups. We have just like party balloons all over. It's what you need. 3 of Cups is celebration, the contact. And you do have a Queen of Swords, even though, right, we have a sword, which is communication, open air, and it's pointing towards communication, towards making a connection, and then the celebration. So I think that is a yes indeed. Going with a thumbs up on that one. That was the easiest one ever. I love the easy ones. You got to love them easy ones. Mars, Pisces and Neptune. I'm just swimming around. You don't know what you're going to get. You don't know what to expect at this point with Mars, Pisces, Neptune. We need a nice deck, and that is the Adventures Tarot over here for this one, is what I'm saying. That is going to be nice. Let's see how that is going to be cleaning up, you know? Oh, man, let's see. How does the Libra feel about me after our big conversation? She said she wanted space. Oh, my. Wanted space. maybe it sounds like that you swam a little bit too close. You swam a little bit too close to the edge, and they want some space, you know? My Christina is all about space. So I know the feeling. I know the feeling. A lot of times she's like, look, I want to just sleep here. I want to be left alone. And I'm, like, all right. So, some people are like that. Some people just need a little bit of space. All right. Needed space in this. Is it going to be the bad space, or is it going to be kind of decent overall? The 8 looks terrible. The 8 looks absolutely bad. Queen of Pentacles, the Sun, and the King of Wands. Can the Sun fix the 8 is the big question in this reading. And I say maybe. I think the talk introduced a level of instability to something that they thought maybe was fairly stable. And I think the instability is kind of growing, it's kind of manifesting, and it's kind of just brewing in there. And they have to sort of make a decision about leave or go or whatnot. There is sort of an 8, sort of an abandonment, sort of leaving, abandoning things, getting in our boat and going away into the sun, riding into the sunset. Is a default right now. They're looking at leaving. They're looking at abandoning it. They're looking at sort of getting out and making it happen. King of Wands says, hey, the talk needed to be done. Sometimes you got to bring things out that are a little bit harsh or a little bit real. You can't just hide everything all the time. Ultimately, the Queen of Pentacles says that the Libra is looking for stability. And if they expect some instability from what was said, from what is going to happen, then they don't like that. They want some stability. And if the talk disrupted that, they're looking for stability. They may look for it elsewhere. But what you need to do is let them process the information. And I think that's going to be a big aspect here, right? So yeah, we're getting out. We're getting into the sun. They need to make some decisions. Queen of Pentacles says they're really looking for stability. So if you can enhance that level of stability and make them feel stable, make them think that things are going pretty nice. And I think that's going to be the big factor that is important to them there. Right now, they feel unstable. They need to think about it. So, yeah, I think that's what they feel. Would making a webcomic be beneficial for a general project? A webcomic, is that like comic book? Like, I don't know what a webcomic is. Is that like a comic? Are you sort of selling it over the web? Oh man, I don't have a comic book. Man, that Marvel deck is coming out. The DC deck is coming out. That would be a very good one for a comic deck. For now, I guess let's use dragons. We use a little bit dragon tarot. The Sun cards looks uncomfortable. Yeah, the whole deck is kind of on that verge of discomfort, I gotta say. There's a comic you can publish online. Okay. You do have a lot of Kickstarter comics. That's one thing I notice is Kickstarter comics, unless you're known, not a lot of people backing that. I kind of looked at that. I was curious myself. Now, should you make a web comic? 5 of Wands says you're going to be one of 10,000 web comics. You're going to be one of 10,000 web comics. The Tower, no. 9 of Pentacles. Let's discuss this real quick. I think children's books would be better off for you. I just got a bottom line. I'm going to say that. I think children's books would just be a better avenue for where you're going. I really do think so. 9 of Pentacles, okay? That says you can make some money. That's what you want to know. Can I make money? If I'm not going to make any fat cash, I'm obviously not going to do the initiative. You can make money with your idea, but you need to alter it a little bit. I don't think a certain comic, what you're thinking is going to make any money. 5 of Wands is a lot of competition, a lot of fighting to get it out there, a lot of effort, and you're just not getting the word out. Children's books seem to have a bigger, more open opportunity. Maybe I don't know, I'm not saying an anime, maybe a manga or a children's book, something that sort of targets a different representation right there. The Tower says that what you're doing leads you somewhere, but it's going to be a drastic change in where you end up. So yeah, use the idea, but instead of a comic, I would look at a children's book. Again, I mean, you asked me, that's what I'm going with. It's almost like that opens up a door to a big audience, and it feels like that you can make art, or you can make kind of the publication that is going to be attractive to that audience. And I think people will sort of zoom in and like it. As with anything, test the waters with all of that and kind of see. But that is just my opinion. You came here to ask, and that is my answer. Will my next boyfriend pursue me, or am I going to pursue him? A lot of questions like that. Second question we got there. Well, let's see what's going on with that. We're going to use a super duper Linares version 2. What's going on? Interpret, welcome. Good to see you. Let's see what's going on. That will my next boyfriend pursue me, or will I pursue him? Oh my, they will pursue you. I really think the next boyfriend is somebody who's just very sort of draws people in, very magnanimous, very open, very social. They just really pull people into their world, and their world is really interesting. They almost have like these news or some things. You're like, what are you up to now? It feels like their world is this adventurous Disneyland experience. It's a lot of fun. I mean, Samantha, I'm going way out on a limb here, but I'm telling you, this is a person that's like super social. They seem to have this very interesting world, pulls you straight in. I thank you for your other donation. And that Page of Pentacles, it feels like you're trying to catch up with them, right? But yeah, they're going to take it over. They're going to make it happen. Nine of Swords, I'm making the big movement. And the Swords, right? I'm communicating with you. They communicate quickly. It's almost like either they talk fast, they think fast, or they have a lot of stuff going on. I really think, I mean, I hate to say it like a gazillionth time, but they have this wide array of things going on in their life that just bring you in. It like pulls you straight in. That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's see what's going on here. What will the next boyfriend like most about me? Ooh, that's a good question. You have this sort of this dynamo kind of coming out there. Very interesting. A lot of wild and interesting things like that. What do they like you? The Devil. Man, there's something wild about you. I mean, I'm not saying maybe not like that, but there's something wild about you, and they like it. It's like you have something wild going on. You have some cool things going on. It feels like you got something going on, and they want to know what it is. That's really kind of the it, right? I want to know what's going on. I want to know what it is. I'm being drawn here, but I don't know why, and that's the big thing. The King of Swords. Feels like that you have more control over them than they do of you. It feels like you have some level of sort of command with people where you're just able to sort of look at them and see through them. And it seems like you know things about them that they've never told anybody. You know what I'm saying? Where you just get that feeling like, this person, how does this person like know me? Do I know you? Kind of thing. Anyway, but like the 4 upside down, you're not boring. That's a big thing with this person, right? That they have a lot of things, they have a lot of different toes and a lot of different flavored waters over there. And they kind of want somebody who has not exactly the same thing, but they don't want somebody that's just boring. Somebody that's going to go home. You know what I mean? They don't have anything going for them. They're kind of dull. They don't have anything to talk about. I think that you have just sort of this something's going on with you. And again, I think we're going out on a limb. I think they'll actually say, do I know you? That's going to come out of their mouth. Way out on a limb. All right. Kawaii Tarot is way out on a limb too. Man, we got an interview lover. Good luck with that interview. I hope the business goes well. Hope they get you. They get you in there. They put you on the computer and they get you working. Because that is exciting indeed. Let's see how this interview is going to go. Where are we going to be at? How will the interview go? Knight of Coins, Queen of Cups, and the 7 of Swords. Seems like an easy clean, very straightforward interview where they have direct questions. They want to know this, they want to know that, and they seem to sort of be in a direct line of sight, direct path to where sort of you need to be. So I think that's good. The Queen of Cups feels like just emotionally resonant with them. The good empathy, good feels with all of that. Knight of Coins, it feels like you're just a natural position right there, right? A natural position here. Seven of Swords, you sneak right in there, not going to be a problem at all. Man, that's an easy one. That is an easy, I love the easy reads where, you know, a YouTube user, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. I think YouTube users paid my mortgage this month. I mean, YouTube user, I appreciate you. Anyone from the past year out in August or September? I don't really understand what that means, but it's a simple yes or no question. Let's go for it. Let's go for the gold up in here and get a little yes or no question over there. Rose, you skipped me. Rose, I had the question below. Did you have two question belows? Rose, maybe? Let me look real quick. Rose, question below, and Rose, question below. You did have another one. You did have another one. So my program thought it was a duplicate. Okay, Rose, you are next. Sorry about that. Let's see. We got interview Monday. Anyone in the past year out in August or September? Let's see what's going on. See if that's going to be a thing. Simple yes or no question. Man, let's see what that Hangman, 10 of Wands, and the Lovers. The Lovers really leans me towards a yes. I mean, we're going to go ahead and go with the thumbs up with that. So, yeah, we do have sort of from the past, right? The Hanged Man, maybe somebody that we weren't expecting, maybe something that's unexpected, maybe something that's sort of a little backwards there. 10 of Wands, it says there is a little weight within this, so you got to kind of appreciate that. The Lovers ultimately says the connection is there. So, yeah, I think some of the past year is coming in. I think that's going to be good. It is going to be good. Rose, I know you had two questions. You are next. There's no bug. I did it on purpose. So, you know, way it goes. So, okay, here's the thing. Here's why I did it on purpose. When it parses the JSON, right? It parses the JSON. There's no particular index. So here's what we'd do. If YouTube added, so I'll show you the JSON. Let me pull up the JSON. Let me show you. If YouTube would add a index or some unique identifier into the chat, then that would be a lot more help. Let's go. Oops. Let's go with April Bishop's question. All right, let's look at this. Let's look at this over here. Let me go. Let me do find what. I want to do initial data. Okay, here's initial data. Hang on. This is worthwhile. Let me show you why I do this. Okay, we do that, and we got the response context and all this other stuff. Okay, so we get this, and we'll remove it up to that point. Okay, now we're going to go tools, plugins, JS tool, and JS format. All right, let's go to a chat entry and look at this. Okay, Andrew. Okay, there we go. Here we go. All right, so let me share my screen. Let me get window capture, and I'm going to share my screen of a window. Why isn't the window showing up? Is that the window? No, that is not the window. Notepad. Here we go. Okay, so now you can see on my screen is the code. So is the code going to come up? Is it going to come up? Is it not going to come up? I'm not sure what's going on. It's not coming up. Window capture on. There we go. Okay, so here's the code. So you can see the code in here. So you can see in the JSON packet. So basically, you have you have click tracking parameters. Yeah, I could use that, I guess. But that would mean I need another array index for the click tracking parameters. Anyways, you have an add chat item, Andrew's over here, and then you have click tracking parameters, which it could be used as an index, I guess. Anyway, I guess we could use the timestamp as an index. Anyway, basically you have to add an index to my array. Have to add an index. Maybe I'll use the timestamp in the seconds to add to the array. And if it's, I'll do a unique instead of unique chat text. I just use unique chat text plus timestamp maybe. Anyway, we'll try that. Anyway, Christina, get back to the reads. Well, Christina, thank you for your big help, I guess. All right. Let's see. Okay, anyway, Pastor, we did that. And we got Rose's second question. Let's look at that. I think Rose, yeah, 2 questions. Did my mother-in-law had money that my husband's not aware of, or did she tell R about it? Oh, my. Do we have any fat cash that nobody knows about? That could be interesting. That could be interesting indeed. Click tracking parameters, blah, blah, blah. Well, there's two things. I could use click tracking parameters, or I could use a timestamp. I could basically say that it has to be unique with text, user, and timestamp. So basically I'll create like a structure and put all 3 variables in the structure and then use a unique based upon the structure. So if this structure is exactly the same and just use a list of those particular things. Anyway, did my mother-in-law that had money that my husband is not aware of, did she tell R about it? The Empress. Ooh, we got everything that we need. King of Pentacles. Oh, that is a yes. That is a yes indeed. So yeah, that is. The Empress. Little too comfortable, a little loose on the lips with that. King of Pentacles. Yo, I'm rich. I got my money. I'm rich. So, yeah, I mean, that's what's happening. That is an easy yes, Rose. She did tell R about it. The King of Pentacles. I got the fat cash. 9 of Cups. Everything's going to be all right. Empress, we're back there. We're supporting you on that. So, that is it indeed. So, yeah. And together decide for duplicate message. Look at those 2 things together, decide for duplicate message or different messages. Yeah, that's basically, yeah, there, Andrew summed it up. We'll put it into a structure. We have a list of the structures, and basically we'll use uniqueness of the list of the structures. We'll use a unique. So it'll say if the structure is unique, or not. Anyway, YouTube user, what will the love life look like by the end? Really trying to move forward, but it's difficult. I know it's difficult. I think it's a level of unknown. YouTube user, you do not like unknown stuff. You do not like unknown stuff. That's one of your things. So here's your problem, YouTube user, right here. 100%. By the way, Wizards Tarot is what I'm talking about. Everybody loves me some Wizards Tarot. Wizards Tarot. You need this. You need this deck. Big box, beautiful deck, full color, big book. Like not a little book, but like a monster book. All right. Trinity, whoa, been a minute. Good to see you. How you doing? Thank you for joining us this beautiful Saturday night. Yeah, the Tower. YouTube user, you don't like the Tower. I mean, most people don't. You don't. You don't like a relationship that's going to waste your time. You feel like the clock is ticking. You do. He's going to waste your time. It's going to crumble up, not going to be worthwhile. The King of Cups, your other biggest fear is you're going to marry or get in a relationship with somebody who just doesn't give a crap about you. They're not going to be around. They're going to abandon it. They don't really have a level of commitment that you do. They're just going to do it. Ace of Cups says you don't got a problem meeting people. You can put your picture on 20 sites. You're going to have 100 results. You don't have any problems meeting people. You do not like somebody who's going to abandon you. I think you have a little bit of a fear of abandonment. You do not like somebody who's going to waste your damn time. Somebody who's just going to be there. You're going to put all of this effort. You're going to spend 10 years with them and then just nothing. Or, well, not literally 10 years. Nothing with that. That is it. How's the love life going to be at the end of 22? You have to get over your fears, and you have to develop a social network of dates. That is going to be difficult. That means you have to get on this site, that site, this site, that site. You have to go out. You have to flirt. You have to get stuff done. You're going to have to overcome your fears. Your fears is what's stopping you from having anything substantial right now. You need more exposure out there, and you need to be, out there. The UPS driver is not going to bring your perfect soulmate out there. Yeah, you need more exposure to the general public. You need more dates, and you need to figure out what is going to be good overall for you. Julie is good for me. I thank you, Julie, for hanging out there and making another donation. I appreciate you. Phone just went into screen save. But I don't think I have any tarot readings on that. Yeah, I'm good. All right. Okay, let's see what's going on. Will it be ready to get pregnant this year, 2023? Maybe some Empress action? Maybe. Let's see where we're going to go. This year does not look good for you to be pregnant. It does not look good. You got nothing but negative cards. You got nothing but the crappiest cards I think you've ever had on any rating. The big thing you're concerned about here is just that the pregnancy needs to be next year. I think that's going to be the best for that, right? I don't think you're ready. I think you have a life of uncertainty right now. I think you have some illness that have knocked you out a little bit. I think you have some issues sort of health-wise that you're struggling with. You're trying to get it fixed. You sort of, not exactly in that mode to sort of go forth and make it happen. I think there's a level of conflict with some of the people that you're sort of in, maybe the relationship with, or you're sort of in that, trying to make it happen. Overall, I think that that's not a good thing for you at this point. I think next year is going to be much cleaner. Let's get the health things fixed. Let's get the environment fixed. And the biggest thing, let's get the stability up to where it needs to be to get you into that next level. Because I think without the level of stability, it's going to add this level of discomfort. It's going to add a level of things. It's going to be like, next year is your win indeed. So yeah, I think a lot of this health stuff is just going to move past you in a couple of months. I think you're going to be pretty clean to go with that. Julie's our first question. Any chance of me getting knocked up? Oh my.
Music to make love to.
Any chance of me getting knocked up with C tonight? Woo! If we're going to get knocked up, we need a good deck of cards. What's a good knocked up deck of cards? I mean, let's go with a sexy deck. We're going to have to get the sexy deck for this one. Let's see if we can get knocked up by C tonight. Just put a bun in the oven. Could be it. Is there a chance of me getting knocked up? Man, we're going to use a sexy deck. By the way, hide your eyes if you're not willing to watch sexy deck time, because it's the R rating of the stream. Oh, man, a 5. All right, man. Feels like they're sort of consoling you with that. Man, that's not a good position. It's not a good position to get knocked up. That's not a good position to get knocked up. I'm just saying. You got the 3 of Pentacles. Oh, man. The 3 is sort of a birth card, though. You got a 10 of Pentacles. Happy home, happy family. Oh, yeah. We got fruit. We got fruit on the boobies. Everybody, if you do the fruit on the boobies thing, I think that's going to greatly increase your chances. The 5. Somebody watching over you to make this, the 5 of Wands and the Ace of Wands. All right. I'm going to say there's a 65% chance that you get knocked up tonight. And just 65% chance. The reason I say that is we got an Ace of Wands, okay? I think if your partner knows how to use his wand, I think you got a good chance, right? You got a good chance. They know how to use the Ace of Wand. If the Ace of Wand comes out, everything will be good. I like the Three of Pentacles, even though it's a bad position, because that's always talking about birth. The three is a birth card. It's a creation. So the creation card is next to the happy home, happy family card of the Ten of Pentacles. So we have a creation, a birth, we have a happy home, happy family, and we have a proper use of our wands. I think if you combine all of that, I think you have a 60, I'm going maybe a 70% chance of getting knocked up tonight. I think it's 70% chance of getting knocked up tonight. They got to know how to use the wands. You got the Ace of Wands. You got one chance. Got to know what you're doing. All right. Got to know what you're doing. Anyway, it's A back with the X. Let's see what's going on. I mean, you know, put the fruit out. Put the fruit out and see what's going on. Let's go with another new deck. This is a beautiful deck over here. This is Denise's deck, is A back with that X. Is A doing it with the X? Oh, man. Seven of Swords, maybe a Judgment card. I'm leaning away if we see some of that action. We see some of that action. Maybe Lovers, Two of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Protection, the Knight of Swords. Ooh, man. I don't think so. I don't really think so. Wheel of Fortune said they went back to their normal routine. All right. They went back to the normal routine, not something in the normal routine. Just don't have anything that sort of indicates that. Protection feels like they do have a level of disconnect between this and what they're sort of going with. And the Knight of Swords says they sort of moved on. So I think they moved on. Don't think they went back with the X. I'm going with a thumbs down on this. I just don't see it. I mean, had you had Lovers, Two of Cups, especially the Judgment, Rebirth, Reincarnation, I'd take a Six of Cups. I'd take a Six of Cups, maybe a Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups, like happy home, happy family, but it was in the past or something. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'd have taken any of that. I just don't have anything clean that looks like that it needs to sort of happen the way it goes. Anyway, that's the weirdest statement I've ever seen. I just said, looks good the way it happens, the way it goes. That statement made no sense. But, you know, sometimes my stream makes no sense. Or will D contact me next week? Man, we do need this. By the way, we're ending soon. We still got a lot of readings to go. And, yeah, we have some good readings tonight. This has been a pretty action-packed night. I'm not going to say. Fruit on the boobies. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I'm talking about right now. That is the best name change ever. Fruit on the boobies, you know, that was such a great idea. That Ultra V is who that is, by the way. All right, Ultra V. I mean, hey, you know, you got to know what you want in life, okay? Anyway, all right, RR. Next week. Man, I think so. I think next week is where you want to be. Ten of Coins, again, happy home, happy family. But not only that, but you got a Five of Swords, right? Not what we weren't going to do that, but all of a sudden we have some incentive. All of a sudden we're kind of excited about it. I mean, you know, it's pretty clean. It's pretty clean. So I'm just going to say yes. I kind of like it. Mainly because of the Ten of Coins. Ten of Coins is just nice. Just nice. What was the last deck? That's my sexy deck. I have no idea what it's called. You got to look at my videos. Look for the sexy deck. I have no idea. Oh man, I have like 250 decks. In the old days, I memorized all of them, but now not so much. I mean, utubeuser, how will the next longer-term partner be? And when I meet them, I have a lot of questions today. That's okay. And when will I meet them? That's fine. Let's see. Let's go with a little Buddha. Go with a little Buddha. Making that. Oh, you talking about that one? That's a tarot of wisdom or something like that. Elemental Wisdom Tarot, I think. It's Taroteca. It's the people that made the Dark Mansion Tarot. Google Dark Mansion Tarot and go to their site, and you'll see it's called the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. That's the one. I thought you meant the sexy deck. Anyway, all right, utubeuser. How will the next long-term relation partner be, and when will I meet them? I really think that it is this year. It really is this year. Death card. We're sort of talking about this before. You need somebody that's different. You don't want a duplicate of R. You don't want a duplicate of A. An N. You want somebody who's new, somebody who's fresh, somebody who has a vibrancy to them, somebody who's interesting. I think that's going to be very good. Death card says you need a change. I don't think you want to be looking for a replacement for N. You need somebody who's going to be different, somebody who's going to bring in a level of excitement into the relationship. The Fool says that this is going to be something that you do need, that they do need to take you on an adventure, because I think you're sort of stuck. You need some big changes. You need some vibrancy. You need some differences in your life. And if you don't get it, I don't think you're going to be interested to sort of go all the way. Eight of Pentacles, again, I've said it before. I say it again. I think you meet them at work. And the Ten of Cups looks like it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice overall feel for emotions. And I say it again because I've said it to you before. I think you're very emotionally drawn, right? You're very emotionally drawn. And I think that's the big key here, is you need somebody that pulls you in emotionally. I think this is one of those people. The Fool. I'm willing to go on an adventure with you by far. Death, I need change. I need change. You don't want to look for a duplicate of N, R, A. You want somebody who's different, somebody who has that pull, somebody who has that interest, and somebody who has that connection. I think that's going to be it. So you have that very emotional type of thing, the Ten of Cups. If you can get me emotionally, I think that's really sort of going to be the draw. And that's what you need. That's what you need. That's what they're going to be like. They're going to have a varied interest. They're going to have some cool stuff happening. And I think that they will meet you at work. And again, I think you meet this person this year. And I said it before. I'm sticking with it. Can you tell me about M and B's connection? Victorialove, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate you. Let's get a little bit of a connection here with some... the default. The de facto Tarot Tower deck, Modern Love Tarot. Oh my God, I love this deck. This is one of the best decks ever. One of the best decks ever. This could be my favorite love deck I've ever used. And I mean, y'all saw that coming though. This is not like that's a stranger. Not like that's, oh, I didn't see that coming. Y'all knew that. Anyway, okay, can you tell me about me and B's connection? Five of Pentacles says the stability just isn't there. The stability just doesn't feel like it's there. It doesn't feel like that we can lean on this. It doesn't feel like the foundation is structured enough to make us happy. It feels like there's a lot of iffiness going on there. It doesn't feel like something that we're sort of focused on, something that we're sort of making the grade. The Three of Cups feels like this is sort of just a party connection, sort of a fun, entertaining, I'm having a good time, this is really cool kind of connection with that. A Seven of Cups talks about, basically this is something that, I'm going to say that sets you up for something else. That sets you up for the next big thing, right? I think that the section sets you up for the next big thing there. And I think that's going to be it. Anyway, that's where we're going. And that is what we were going to do here. Samantha, yeah, your other two questions are coming up next. We got two more questions. You are next. Okay, we got that. Fruit on the boobies. Man, Samantha wanted to know two more things. Anyone from the past year out in August or... No, I did that one. I did Pursue Me. Okay, so I did the third one already. Let me make sure. I have a log of all my questions. Let me look. Let's see. I have... Samantha. Samantha, your question... Number 3 is at 1 hour and 8 minutes. So zoom into 1 hour and 8 minutes, Samantha. That's where your question number 3 is. Now we're on question number 4, which is this, which is this one. So let me grab that. No, let me delete this. Hit save, and then let's click on question number 4, which is here. Okay, there we go. All right. So again, 1 hour and 8 minutes. If you zoom there, that is where question number 3 is. So question number 4, I love my app. I love that app. That app. And the best part is it's free. Like, I gave you, all of you, that app. If you want to use that app, like that, you don't have to go and rewind. I don't have to tell Samantha to wander all over creation to find her reading. I tell her exactly where it is. You just go, link in the description for the code. Anyway, will an ex-boyfriend live in my apartment complex that I live in? 6 of Pentacles, no. Knight of Cups says this is somebody you're very much drawn to that doesn't live there. It doesn't live there. Page of Wands. I feel like I have to do something extra. I have to make a little trip. I have to do some extra things, but to sort of meet them in the middle. I'm going to say no, they do not live in the connection in there, right? The Six of Pentacles. I got to put forth some money, some dedication. I got to do something in order to get over there, right? In order to get it over there. So I do not think that they live in the apartment complex indeed. All right, let's put it up. Let's put it up over here. By the way, when you see the ending song come up, give me 5 minutes, reload the video, and you can see the timestamps and the chapters will be in there ready for you. It's not there now, but when everything ends and the music stops, that's when you can come back and all that other stuff. Let's see. How should I make a general project stand out to more? Okay. Ann wants to know. Ann's got a good project. Ann's got some excitement. Ann's got some cool stuff going on. She want to know, like, how do I make myself stand out better? And the Gregory Scott, that is really the one you want to use for something like this. Gregory Scott is just beautiful. It's got all the extra stuff and all that other good things going on. Like, raisins and cookies are more disliked than pineapples and pizza. I don't know. You have to have the oatmeal raisin. Just if you do raisins with like chocolate or something like that, that's nasty. But like oatmeal raisin, I don't know why it is, because maybe it's like because you put raisins in the oatmeal, so it's like that taste is kind of there. I like the oatmeal raisin texture, right? Especially put a little pineapple in there. Not pineapple, yeah, but a coconut. Yeah, coconut oatmeal raisin. That's what I'm saying. All right. Anyway, don't like pineapple on pizza. I love pineapple on pizza. Really? Really? Okay. How should I make my general project stand out to more people? The star says you need a hook. You need a hook to draw them in. Like something that I want, that I need, something universal that brings me in is going to be there. I need a hook, the star. You need something radically different too. I have something unique, judgment, rebirth, and reincarnation. I have something unique. I have something dramatically cool. I have something that's pulling out, and it's dramatically cool. It's different. It has a hook that brings me in. That is going to be the big thing here. 10 of Wands, this is what you don't want, is too much information. It's going to kill you. Just going to absolutely kill you. Narrow it down, just like in painting, right? Simplify the subject. You don't want a house with 20 other houses in your painting. You want a house isolated. Simplify your subject. That is all about the 10 of Wands. I don't want to overload them. I don't want to have things that are just going to be a little bit too much. And keep it simple is going to be cool. Page of Wands, just make it feel like it's new. People love new things, new inventions, new things, new ideas, new innovations. You want to make it feel new. Even if it's not new, I can tweak it. I can spin it to make it new. Everybody loves new. I used to run a bulletin board system back in the 90s. That shows how old I am. And I had new files for shareware. And I specialized in new files. And I had more people come on my system than any other system like ever. It was like I was like nationally known because I had all the new stuff. And of course, you know me, what I did was I wrote a program that went out to everybody else's bulletin board system, dragged all of their files in, and put it all in one place. So I was basically like a dictionary of new files. So I'd pull it. So I wrote a program that automated logging into bulletin board systems, automated downloading everything, and then automated putting it onto mine. So basically I stole everybody else's new files that they got and I put it on mine. and hey, I mean, I made some decent money off of that. You know, that's what it is. All right. Used to run Davy Jones Locker back in the 80s. I have no idea what Davy Jones Locker is. I guess maybe that's good. Anyway, we got 2 more readings to go and we are out of here. Eat a banana and take a shower. And we are we're here every night. Lizzie Pooh, it's been a moment. What is going on? Man, it has been Lizzie Pooh. Jesus. Good to see you. How's it going? All right. Oh, let's see what's going on here. Is a long-term relationship headed my direction? Clearly, the 10 of Pentacles says yes. All right. You got a 10 of... The problem is you're going to have to stick with the relationship, even if it's not ideal. I think you got some good stuff going on. You got some good stuff happening. But you got to stick with it. There are going to be some clues, some red flags, maybe. Gonna be like you gotta just make it happen. Right? 10 of Swords. This is going to be one of those where you can't just terminate it, and because that's going to be the big thing. 10 of Pentacles says yes, you do have a long-term relationship happening. You're going to have to do a little bit of sacrifice, a little bit of things happening to make it work for you. But the Queen of Pentacles says it's all on you to build the stability and to make the stability there. Because I think this person's in it to win it. They're going to be with you. They're not going anywhere, but you're going to be like, yeah. So you got to kind of come to grips with, with making this a long term. You have to switch into the long-term kind of thing. Anyway, yeah, the 10 of Swords. The King of Wands. This is going to be somebody that does work a lot. It's going to be somebody you don't see a lot. It's going to be kind of difficult in that realm, but, the way it goes. The way it goes sometime is that. All right. I mean, you got V up in here. The last reading of the night is V. What can tarot reveal about my relationship? Now, before I leave tonight, thank you so much for being here with me. Y'all make my Saturday night fantastic. I mean, I'm just saying, I come on here and I see somebody said the other day that they like me because I don't have an ego, and I don't, because I have fun. Why would you have an ego when you're having fun? Because I'm hanging out with all of y'all. Y'all are my second family. Y'all are my best friends. I'm hanging out with my best friends on the internet, hanging out, having a good time. We're reading some tarot. We're having some party. We're getting some laughs in. This is just like a party up in here. That's what I'm talking about. And I'm hanging out with my best friends, having a party. Of course, I'm not going to have any ego. I'm having a great time. That's why. And Christina has mentioned many times that I talk really loud because I get so excited that I'm here and hanging out with y'all. I talk really loud, but I get excited. Anyway, what can tarot reveal about my relationship? 4 of Cups. You got to come to grips with your emotions. Because I think your emotions are pulling you in different directions. They really are. In this relationship, you're pulling you this way, pulling you that way. You're kind of lost sometimes about where I want to be ultimately, what I want to do ultimately with it. Queen of Wands says you got to kind of categorize the relationship the way it needs to be. You're going to have to do some things with the relationships to make it work. If it's going to work, it's sort of incumbent upon you a little bit. Queen of Wands, a CEO. You're going to have to do some things to make this thing work. If you just sort of sit back, ride the waves, it's just going to kind of go into the trash can. The King of Swords says you do have to make your needs known. If you just sort of ride the waves, again, you need to make your needs known. You need to understand you need to make them understand what you need to be happy. Because I think if you just go with it, ultimately they're not going to make you happy. You're going to be unhappy. You're going to get dead-ended. Make your needs known. Communicate. Biggest thing here. If you see something, say something. With that, Queen of Wands says this is a level of incumbence upon you to make this work. You can't just ride the waves. You have to sort of put in the effort. You have to put in a level of sort of dedication into it to make it happen with that. Anyway, we are out of here. Thank you for being here again, all of my friends and family out there. I appreciate y'all. And I hope to see y'all tomorrow because that is when I will be back.